guys had been tracking down some rather aggressive creatures that had been coming out of the forest to the northeast, and had gone so far as to even attack the inside the city of Lushingworth. You went east along the road to a village known as Swartfort, and there you found its ruins. So you set north into the Bexmark Woods, encountering a helpful druid who, was kind enough to reincarnate a couple of you after some unfortunate incidents. And you found yourselves at a broken tower, eventually, up on a slight hill in a clearing in the woods. And while the upper parts of the tower still remain, while destroyed, were relatively uninteresting. As you descended into the basement, the depths, it got more interesting in a hurry. Because the basement, seems to be carved out of the earth, and it's almost like a bloody mud down there. And while you're not swimming in it, your feet kind of sink a little bit into that soft ground there. A rhythmic thumping can be felt through the ground around you, like something large walking around. Sleuth, what's your character's name?
Right, I forgot to do that.
Right, so Lee, you and Wright, you're standing there at the base of these stairs that you'd headed down into the dungeon from. When you hear what sounds like something stumbling into the tower up above you.
Does it sound like person-sized, like somebody's tripping down the stairs?
It does sound person-sized. It sounds more like someone's walking around up there.
If I remember right, what's Gilbert's character's name? Gilbert and I put a surprise on the stairs down. That's the flight right behind us, right?
Yes.
I'm going to stay on this side of the present and wait for something to show itself or leave up there.
He's a Septimus. He trapped all that shit.
Mm-hmm. If I recall, it's mostly ball bearings, correct?
Ball bearings, caltrops, and I think there was oil.
He's a Septimus. It's got to have oil.
I put ball bearings in. Gilbert had caltrops and oil. I don't think there was anything else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can hear the movement upstairs, getting closer to the top of the stairs. And at the top, you see a creature. Crazy, what does your character look like?
He looks like a big old minotaur.
Alright, yeah. At the top of the stairs, you see this big old minotaur. And then I need the minotaur to make a dexterity saving throw.
This is about to be the funniest shit.
I'm so glad I
crazy. He did not build his character with high dex. So, this is about to be fun.
Alright. Yeah, so you guys see this minotaur kind of carefully picking his way down the stairs. You can see that he isn't crazed or anything like that. And crazy, at the bottom of these steps, you can see... guys, why don't you describe what your characters look like at the bottom of these steps?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Sleuth.
So, how is a Aarakocra, which is basically a bird that got turned up to a person. So you got a pissed off barn owl in leather armor with a bow and a pair of swords on the hip.
My character is a gnome. He's dressed in robes.
Yeah, so you guys just sit there staring at each other.
Well, man, stranger, what brings you down?
What was that?
I said, well met, stranger, what brings you down here?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're not rabid, and you're not trying to kill me yet, so that's good enough for me. You're not rabid, are you?
No.
We're causing some trouble while fixing other trouble. You want to join us for a while?
That sounds like fun. Sure.
Great. Mind the rest of the steps. The caltrops do hurt if you step on them. And I'm just going to proceed forward and check the doors.
Okay, so you're proceeding forward. You're just checking that first door, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, make an investigation check as you look at this somewhat soggy, sodden wooden door. You don't.
17.
Mm-hmm. You don't see any apparent traps on it.
I'll try and quietly open it.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check as you do that.
20.
Okay. So yeah, you open it, kind of revealing what appears to be an office of some kind. Though somewhat, not ransacked. Couple of overturned desks, parchments scattered about on this soggy, sodden, muddy blood floor. A broken table to the northwest, picking through the rubble. You can see three small creatures, with pointy ears and moss and mushrooms growing on their back. They seem to be picking through the rubble.
Oh.
They look like this, and they don't appear to have noticed you.
I'll gesture for Legion to come up here.
I mean, he's right there. You moved all 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Easy. These are going to be trouble. We should focus one of them down first. You new guy, you know how to fight, right?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. Got a fight on our hands now. Any objections to starting us off? I'll take the silence as a no and shoot the closest one.
I mean, they don't see us, so we'll have surprise, wouldn't we?
Well, if you're attacking, roll initiative. And yes, they would be surprised. All right, Lee. So yeah, you see these guys through the door. Hode is lining up a shot. You appear to have the drop on them. What do you do?
What is their distance from me?
So there's 3 of them in the room. The closest is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet from you.
Okay, I have 25 feet of movement, so I think I'm gonna go in and punch him.
All right. Run in there. Roll to hit. Well, those both hit, and that's a crit.
Okay.
And so you start beating on him like a drum. He is badly bloodied. Anything else?
No, that's it. He didn't even know I was coming. He's still surprised. I started wailing on him.
Mm-hmm.
A little gnome comes out of nowhere.
Yep, that's typically how they come. All right, Hode.
I'm gonna finish off that one that Lee Chin was punching.
All right, roll to hit.
Do I have advantage from surprise?
Not from surprise, but because you did like open the door stealthily and didn't just run in there, you have advantage from being hidden.
All right. Wow. The curse of the D20 is back.
Indeed, but at least you didn't shoot the gnome.
So the 12 misses.
A 12 misses.
Alright, I'm going to back up a bit and hide again.
Okay, I mean you can go north around that corner, out of the room.
Just around the corner, and then bonus action stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Alright. No, I'm not. I don't think I'm fooling anyone with bird claws.
It's like one of your some of your feathers sticking out around the corner. All right, these guys are all surprised. They are shocked. I say shocked to find a gnome running in. Crazy.
Yes.
It is your turn. So you saw the bird shoot and miss. You saw the gnome run in there and smack one around. Looks badly bloodied. 3 of those guys are in the room, though.
How far away are they from me?
25 feet.
Okay. I would like to dash up to one of them
Okay.
and then attack it with my horns.
All right. You're charging the bloodied one?
Yes.
All right. Roll to hit. That hits. Alright, as you run in with your horns and gore him, he bursts like a overfilled water balloon. Blood just falling all over the place. Anything else?
I think that'll be all.
Alright. Lee? Mister, are you here?
So how many is left?
Two.
How many? He only killed one, didn't he?
Yeah, he exploded the one you bashed around. There are 2 remaining, both uninjured.
Do I still have advantage or
No, they know you're there.
no? Okay.
The gnome was shocking the first time. Now they're ready. One hit. Alright. You hit him.
That's it.
Alright, Hode.
Can I hold an action to shoot one if it gets bloodied, or
Yes.
to know it? Alright, I'm going to do that. Because I've seen what these things can do when they are actually injured.
Okay. So you hold your action. Their turn. Alright, so... Well, let's see. The gnome ran into melee. So the 2 guys are going to beat up on the gnome. Claw and a bite attack each. Actually, no. Only the one you hit, mister, is going to attack you in melee. Does a 14 hit you? Mister, are you here?
Step away a moment. I'm back.
Does a 14 hit you?
My turn again.
No, it's their turn. The guy you hit, it's attacking you. Does a 14 hit you?
A 14 does not.
Does a 24?
Yeah, a 24 hits me.
Alright. Alright, let's see. He bites you for 8 points of piercing damage. The uninjured one is going to open his mouth and spew forth a noxious stream of bog filth mixed with acid. I need both Lee and Crazy to make Constitution saving throws. And Lee? Mister, are you here? Alright, excellent. You both pass and are not blinded.
I don't know why, but my Discord is lagging. So yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Hode, over by you, you notice the blood kind of pooling up, like right in front of you, in front of that door. And the blood kind of rises up out of the ground, taking shape to look like that bloodied one that got popped like a balloon. He's right in front of you. He is technically bloodied, so if you wanted to shoot him in melee, you could. You would be at disadvantage from the melee ranged shot, though. And you hit him.
Alright. 9 non-magic piercing.
Alright, yeah, you shoot him Like right in the head, he kind of goes cross-eyed looking at this bolt and slumps over to the ground.
Stay down.
And Crazy.
How far away is the last one from me?
There are two of them. One is hurt, one is not. The one that is hurt is 5 feet. The one that is not is 10 feet. You could get to either or both of them.
I'll go up and get next to both of them. And
Okay.
attack the hurt one.
Alright. Well, yeah, you saddle up between them. We roll to hit. That hits. That is not quite right for rolling. Alright, yeah, you wallop him. He's hurt some more. Anything else?
Can I attack him again as a bonus action?
Do you have an offhand weapon? Or are you a monk?
I have a shield in my offhand.
Are you a shield? Do you have the shield master feat?
No.
Then no. Alright. Lee?
Turn, right?
It is your turn.
How many's left?
2 are left, 1 is injured.
Okay, then I'm gonna 2 are left, 1 is injured. I'm gonna hit the injured one.
Good choice. He's the one that hit you. One hit. Alright, he is now bloodied.
I am done.
Alright. Hode.
I'm gonna shoot that bloodied one.
Roll to hit. You hit.
That should be a +6, but I think a 24 still would hit.
24 still hits.
Numbers. 15 non-magic piercing.
It explodes. Bloody mud falling to the ground.
It'd be a mess to clean up later. And then bonus action, just slink around the corner and hide again.
Okay. Make your stealth check.
This one should have the +8. 16.
Okay. These guys. Well, that third guy is going to attack the Minotaur. Bite and claw. Does a 16 hit you, Crazy?
No, it does not.
Does an 18?
No, it does not.
Alright, it is ineffectual against your armor. And Crazy, it is your turn.
It's still the 2 left.
You only see one.
Okay, I would like to attack that one then.
I'll roll to hit. That hits. That one is now bloodied.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Lee. Mister.
Well, I'm gonna. Damn it! I am going to attack again.
Alright. Roll to hit. Two hits. All
10
right.
points of damage.
Okay, it looks to be on the verge of death.
Alright. I am done, though.
All right, Hode.
I'll push it over the verge.
All right, well, you have advantage on your attack as you shoot from around the corner. That hits.
Should be 2d6. One of these days, my brain's going to work. Not today, but one of these days. 6 damage. The dice bot does not like me right now.
Indeed. Well, it also explodes into blood and mud. Anything else?
That's my turn.
All right, their turn. So, Hode, you notice in front of you this pool of blood form and rise up out of the mud, just like that previous one did, forming another one of these guys. And he's going to attack you. It's 15 hit you.
15 is my armor class.
Alright, so bite and claw for a total of 12 slashing and piercing damage.
Alright, that bloodies me.
Indeed. Then behind the Minotaur, you guys see another one of these form and attack the Minotaur. Both of these, by the way, still look bloodied. Does a 22 hit you crazy?
A 22 hits.
It slashes you for 4 slashing damage. And it is your turn.
I'm going to turn to the one that attacked me, and I'm going to attack it.
Okay, yeah, you can see that it looks to be on the verge of death. Miss.
That's my turn then.
Alright, Lee. Mister.
Is it my turn again?
Yep. What do you do? Alright, those both hit. Alright, you feel its body break under your onslaught, and it falls to the ground. It is dead. Anything else?
I'm done.
Alright, Hood.
No,
The last guy is in melee with you. Badly bloodied.
I'll pull out my dagger and stab him.
Okay, roll to hit. You do not hit him.
I don't think these things are going to stay dead in here. I'm going to disengage and make my way back towards the staircase.
Okay, you can do that.
I only have a 25-foot walking speed, and I'm assuming it's a little too cramped to fly in here.
It is too cramped to fly in here. The staircase is 10 feet behind you, so.
Yeah, I'll just get as far as I can up the staircase without getting to the oil pit.
So you move back 10 feet to like the first step, and because you guys trapped the staircase itself.
Oh, it's the entire staircase? Alright.
Yeah, you guys laid oil, caltrops, and ballberries down on the whole staircase.
Alright. That might make my next idea a little bit complicated, but I can work with it.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Well, he's going to pursue. And he runs up to you. Tooth and claw.
17 hits.
Alright. He bites you for 9 points of piercing damage. I guess you taste like chicken.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, Crazy, you're in the room. There's a dead one that Lee just killed. You see a dead one out, in the door, and then you saw, the last living one chase the Aarakocra off to the west out of sight.
I would like to chase after the one.
I'm sorry, off to the north. Yeah, alright. Easily enough. You move 10 feet out into the hall, and you can see the back of this creature clawing at the bird person 5 feet away from you.
Can I tackle the creature?
Yeah, you try to shove him prone. That would be an athletics check. And he will defend himself with acrobatics. Alright, yeah, you crash into him and he goes splatting into the dirt, prone in front of you. Anything else?
Would I still be able to attack him?
So, a shove takes the place of one attack. So if you have a second attack, you can still use that. Otherwise, you've used your action to do that.
Okay, I would like to action surge and then attack him.
Okay, you definitely do that. You do have advantage because he is prone. Remarkably, the little guy is able to roll around and you miss, hitting just mud and blood.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alright, mister.
Yes.
Your turn.
How many are left? One?
There's one out in the hall. There's a dead one in front of you, and another dead one out in the hall. You are alone in the room.
Oh, well, then I'm going to move out to the one in the hall.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can see he got knocked prone, and it is almost dead. But still
How
living.
far is he from me?
It would take a total of 15 feet of movement to get to him.
Okay. He's almost dead,
Mm-hmm.
and he is prone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, those both hit. And once again, you feel the shudder as you just break this creature's body with your fists and your feet, and it is dead. You guys are out of initiative.
Oh,
3 dead bodies out here in the hallway now with you. Their blood just seeping into the mud floor, more, and joining the rest of the blood in it.
Was there like a chunk that the body rebuilt itself around, or did these things just go from a liquid to a creature?
It looks like when they got hit that first time, they exploded into liquid, and then because the floor is muddy, it was able to just move over and reform itself out of the liquid. Though it looks like it could only do that once, because the second time you killed them, the body stayed solid and it died.
Oh, I thought the one in front of me got back up a second time. Alright, I misheard that.
Nope, there are 3 dead bodies in the hall. Like you can actually see them. They're dead, they didn't turn into liquid or anything.
Yeah, okay. Wow, that hurt.
Now, you did see in there, among all the rubble and the parchments and things, was another closed door to the south when you were fighting.
Do we want to keep going, or? I could use a breather. You two need a breather?
I'm alright.
Alright, which way? Down the hallway or through the room? Through the room it is. I'll just toss through the room real quick, grab any papers that are relatively clean, whether there's writing on them or not.
Okay.
Look for anything shiny to pocket,
Sure.
then go through it later.
Okay. Make a perception check as you just kind of quickly grab everything and just quickly glance at it. Okay. I mean, you see what looks to be some references to moon phases, but other than that, there's just other writing on these things when you shove them in your pack.
Then I'll go check out that door to the south of the room.
Yep, it's another. It's similar to the first door into this room. It's a sodden mess. You make an investigation check if you're checking for traps.
$17 again.
You don't see any traps on it.
I'll try and quietly open it.
Well, make a stealth check then. All right. Yeah, you're able to ease the door open, revealing a T intersection on a hall, going to the west and then south, and also to the east.
I'll poke my head into the intersection, see if I can see anything down either way.
Okay, give me a sec. I'm going to update the map for you. So yeah, you go to that corner and you look down to the south, as well as off to the east. You have dark vision, right?
I do not.
Ah, okay. Do you have a light source?
I can put up a torch.
you would want to do so because it's otherwise dark down here.
Alright, torch it is.
That's 40 and 40, right, on a torch?
I think 2020.
2020, all right. All right. Now then, to the south, you can see a hall, a couple of doors, and at a T-junction down to the south. To the east, you can see it looks like it goes towards where you were looking before, to that closed iron door. On the eastern wall, though, beyond that hallway where you initially came down, you can see what appears to be a mosaic being outlined in the dim light of the torch. From the part you can see, it looks like it might be a mosaic of a moon.
One of those papers I grabbed mentioned moon phases, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna dig through my bag and see if that's something relevant to the mural.
Sure. So you're just at that intersection in front of the door? Going through your backpack?
I'll go back into the room, set my pack on the table, and just use that.
Okay. Yeah, so you start digging through there, taking a little more care to look at the parchments. And it looks to be that those parchments, what you could recover as scraps, and appears to contain handwritten notes regarding the moon, moon phases, and magic rituals of summoning.
Does it say what they're to summon, or just that they're to summon something?
They do not say.
So, given my very limited understanding of magic as a non-magic user with a negative intelligence, shit's fucking weird. So I'm gonna go look at that mural and see what that's about.
Okay. So yeah, you walk out into the hall. Is everyone coming with you, or are you going alone?
I'm not gonna be very stealthy with a torch, so they're welcome to come, but I'm not gonna make them.
Yeah, I'll probably stay with him. I don't want to get us separated.
Okay.
I'll follow too.
All right. Yeah, and so you walk out into what appears to be like an atrium. Some rubble in the northwest corner. Looks to have once been a bench. On the eastern wall, you can see a mosaic of a full moon over a field of verdant trees. And looking at it in this torchlight, you can tell that the craftsmanship is exquisite. And then I'm going to need a con save from you as you're looking at it.
Constitution. 15.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, you're looking at this mosaic. It's real nice looking.
Does it look like it's made to resemble the forest outside?
It looks like it could be. I mean, you could make a, let's call it a nature check to see if you could place it.
Oh boy. Intelligence skills. 11.
It's trees. There's forests. Yeah.
Yes, this forest is made of forest. Alright, well, something happens in a forest at a full moon and there's magic involved. In other news, water is wet. Let's head west and south on that hallway, see what's over there.
I'm sorry, say directions again?
West and then south.
Ah, okay. Alright, as you walk south. Two more closed, sodden wooden doors. to the west, to the west and to the south. To the east, however, that is not a hallway. That's just an alcove. It only goes about 5 feet. At the end of which you can see what appears to be a ornate shelf carved out of the wall, and a set of 7 floating colored orbs hovering above that shelf, orbiting each other without a center point. Like they're like an N-body problem type setup.
Huh. Are they like rainbow color? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet?
Yes.
Neither of you are magic users, right?
No, but I would like to touch one of these orbs.
Touch the one that's healing magic colored, and I'm going to stand back.
Okay, so which color do you touch, Crazy?
Which one is that?
I don't know.
I just go for one that looks kind of goldish.
Goldish, so like orange or yellow?
Yellow.
Okay.
You've chosen unlimited power.
So are you trying to grab the yellow or just poking it?
I want to reach out and touch it and possibly grab it. Yeah.
Well, which one is it? Are you just touching it, like poking with a finger, or are you grabbing it? It depends. Like, stuff might change, so I need to know.
I'll grab it.
All right, you grab it. You feel it kind of like pulling like on your hand. Go ahead and make an athletics check, because it does feel like it's trying to move out of your hand still. You know, to keep a hold of it, like make an athletics check. It's not a hard check. It's not a hard check, but it still manages to get free of your hand. And as it kind of escapes from your hand, you notice that all 7 of them are now orbiting around you, like those old models of the atom.
Did the healing magic work?
I don't know. I want to grab a different one, like a blue one.
What have you done?
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check to grab the blue one. You're able to grasp it kind of briefly, and it just pulls itself out of your hand as it shifts direction. And that's when you notice, Crazy, that you feel heavier. Like to the point where you've like doubled in your weight and you're at half speed.
Can I try to grab the blue one again?
Sure, make an athletics check. Alright, grab it. This time you keep hold of it. You notice the pattern of the other 6 shifts a little bit as you kind of hold this one steady so as to avoid hitting it and you. Like they're always like keeping an avoidance scheme so that they don't bounce into each other or into you. And you continue to feel heavier and heavier. At this point, you don't think you would be able to move. You can barely keep standing.
So, I, as a player, knows what happens when you try to split an atom. Hood doesn't. So, Hood's gonna try and pull one of these away.
Okay, which color?
I'm gonna go for the purple one.
Okay. Make the athletics check to grab the purple one.
Athletics. 13.
All right. So you grab the purple one, and you kind of feel it, like, pull a little bit towards Crazy, and then it kind of pulls towards you. As all of the other 5 then begin orbiting around you. Crazy, when he does this, that sensational weight lifts, you feel normal again, and you still feel this blue one trying to pull itself into the orbit around Hood now. So go ahead and make another athletics check to keep a hold of it. Alright, you keep a hold of it.
What happens if we crush these?
If there's one thing I know about magic items, I don't know anything about magic items. They're probably going to break, or they're going to hurt us when they break.
I want to see what happens, though.
So you're trying to just crush this blue one in your hand?
Yes. I would like to crush the blue orb.
Alright.
I'm gonna back up around that corner to the north.
Okay. Yeah, you back up the orbs. You're still holding the purple one, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, the orb's following you, orbiting around you. As Hode, pushes with all his might into this orb, but it does not fracture. It is Hode beyond your ability, even if you were to roll a 20, to crush it. And then I need athletics checks from both Hode and Crazy to keep a hold of their respective orbs. Alright, Crazy, you keep a hold of yours, as do you, Hode. Hode, you also begin to feel that, that sensation of weight increasing, and you are now at half speed.
Alright. I have a thought. I'm gonna let go of the purple one and see if I can walk out of the orbit.
What the
Okay.
devil is going on? Why you can't move? What are you doing?
So you let go of the purple one, and it just kind of takes its place in the orbit around you, and you begin slowly moving yourself. Are you going north, south?
I'll go north.
Alright, kind of keep going north a bit. As you move, the orbs seem to be adjusting their orbit dynamically to keep around you. Never touching you, just orbiting around you.
So they're orbiting me, not the area. So,
And as you move a bit, that sensational weight gets heavier and heavier, and you're unable to move anymore. You can barely keep yourself standing. Hode, I need another athletics check from you to keep the blue one in your hand.
that's crazy.
Crazy. Alright, keep hold of it.
We need to find something to shove these onto.
Can I put the blue one in my bag?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Okay. You put it in your bag. And it just kind of goes up in the direction of trying to rejoin that orbit, and it's just pressing the bag into your back rather uncomfortably.
I would like to grab the gold orb again and try to put that one in my bag too.
Okay. So hold on. So you put the one in your bag and you walk up towards Hode. Hode, are you doing anything?
Are these within my reach?
Yes, they are all within your reach. They're just, avoiding bumping into anything. They have avoidance abilities.
Green is probably either acid or healing, so I'm gonna try that.
Alright, make an athletics check to grab the green one. Alright, you grab hold of the green one. And yeah, you can feel it kind of trying to go in that orbit. The remaining 5 around adjust their orbits around you as you get heavier and heavier. Eventually taking 8 bludgeoning damage from the gravitational pull on yourself.
I'm unconscious.
Alright. So crazy, as you walk up to him, you see him fall unconscious from something. The green jumping back up and into orbit around his body, kind of form like a half hemisphere as they just orbit around, keeping like avoiding the walls and the floors. Does that change what you want to do, Crazy?
Nope. Still want to do it.
All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check as you grab the yellow one. All right, you grab the yellow one. The other 5 instantly shift their orbit, and they're now orbiting all you. And you begin to feel that, it's not as heavy yet, but you begin to feel that sensation of weight increasing.
I would like to put the...
Hold on. And Hode, I think at this point you need to make a death save. Mm-hmm. All right, Crazy, you were saying?
So can I put the yellow one in my bag?
Sure, you can make the athletics check to put the yellow one in your bag. All right, you're keeping it in your bag. You open up your pack. The blue one immediately flies out. And you can shove...
Y'all gonna kill us all.
You can shove the yellow one in there and quickly close up your backpack. The 5, all except the yellow now orbiting. Or sorry, the 6, all except the yellow orbiting you now. You are at half speed as the weight keeps getting heavier and heavier on you. Hode, if nothing else, I need another death save. Once per round.
So they got these things flying around them, right?
Just Crazy does right now. Like
But it
Hode.
was flying around Hode before he died.
Yes. Yeah, Hode looked like he grabbed the green one and held it for a moment before, he saw his knees kind of buckle and he just fell unconscious to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Well, so is there a way to retreat back the way I came?
Yes, you could go north.
Because I think these idiots are about to kill themselves, and I don't want to be a part of this. I mean, I hate for it to be a team wipe when the whole team ain't even here.
So it goes. Alright, so you start moving north. Crazy, were you doing anything?
I would like to attack the green one.
Okay, roll to hit. And what are you attacking it with?
I'm attacking it with my axe.
Okay. That hits. Roll damage. Alright, yeah, you swing your axe into it. A loud clang, it hits. I'm sorry, which color did you attack again?
Green.
Green, yeah. The green one goes flying about 15 feet away before you can see it visibly slowing down and then slingshotting back to re-enter the orbit. It is visibly undamaged by the attack. And at this point, you are unable to move from the increasing weight.
So magical returning baseballs. Got it.
And Hode, I need another death save.
Doing 1.
Alright. Lee, are you just continuing your retreat, or are you doing anything else? Because Hode is not currently having these orbs orbiting him. Only Crazy has them
Is
orbiting
he
him.
dead though?
He's unconscious.
I'm gonna go and check on Hode. Okay, is he stable?
No.
Then I'm gonna stabilize it. Can I do that?
Absolutely. If nothing else, you can do a medicine check. Unless you got like a potion or a medicine kit.
I got nothing. that.
Well, medicine check then.
I'm trying to huff it.
My medicine's not bad. I'm a monk.
All right. Yeah, you stabilize him, staunching the internal injuries he's had.
Oh,
He's
fine,
stable.
All the bleeding's internal. That's where blood's supposed to be.
Exactly. Hode, roll a d4. All right, you'll wake up in 4 hours.
One time I wanted to roll low.
All right. Crazy, are you doing anything?
So I would like to try to take the orb that is in my bag out and put it on the shelf.
Okay. So you walk over to the shelf, the orb's following around you, avoiding hitting things. You walk up to the shelf. You make an athletic check to grab the orb, because it'll try to fly out of your backpack as soon as you open it to rejoin the orbit. Alright, you easily grab it. You set it up on the shelf and let go. And it immediately jumps back into orbit around you. As the weight keeps getting higher and higher. And you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the increasing gravitational weight on you. Oh yeah, that's right. By the way, your speed is supposed to be 0. So, I forgot about that. Oh well. Lee, are you doing anything? You're just dragging Hode out of there?
I can't drag him at all. I'm weak.
Hode's not heavy.
I'm a monk. I dump strength. How long is he gonna be asleep for?
4 hours.
Hours? Oh my god.
Hey gnome, how do I get these balls to stop following me?
Oh Lord.
So, Lee, are you just sitting there?
So what's happening with Crazy now?
Crazy, you can see those orbs orbiting him. He seems to be struggling just to stay on his feet. And it looks like he's getting hurt by the sheer gravitational weight on him now.
He tried to attack one. Did anything happen when he tried?
Yeah, it shot out from the recoil of getting hit, like when you hit a baseball with a bat. But it just slowed down and then went back into the orbit. It did not appear to have damaged the orb.
Hey gnome, how do I get these away from me?
Are you asking the wrong guy? I ain't know no magic.
You a gnome, you're supposed to be kind of smart.
Because I'm a gnome? That's racist. But, can I make a Arcana check or an investigation check to see what these things are? And
Yeah,
how to get out of them?
yeah, you could use either of those. Which one are you using, by the way? Was that Arcana or Investigation?
That would be Arcana, I suppose.
Okay. So you would know that these appear to be magically imbued orbs. And most magic items are resistant to mundane types of damage. It takes quite an effort to destroy a magic item. The other thing you notice is that they seem to orbit the last person to touch an orb. Like, they were orbiting Crazy. Hode touched one. They started orbiting Hode. Crazy touched one of the ones orbiting Hode, and now they're orbiting Crazy again.
Is there a spot they look like they go in the, or something we could, something in the room we can use to
They were
haul them off?
They were originally hovering on top, over this ornate shelf. And then when Crazy grabbed one, they all shifted to start orbiting Crazy.
So is there something over this in this shelf?
There's nothing obviously. It's just a plain, though rather nice shelf. It's finely carved, just no like obvious mechanisms on it.
Can Crazy put one of the things on the shelf and see what happens?
He tried that. It just returned to its orbit.
Okay. Is there a certain one that seems to be the lead stone?
They have seemingly all reacted identically, and they don't seem to have any pattern to their orbit. And at this point, Crazy, you can, as you guys are talking this out, you can just feel that weight getting heavier and heavier on you. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the weight.
I fall to the ground unconscious.
Okay. He falls to the ground, giving out underneath the weight of these orbs, which continue to orbit him as he is unconscious.
Well, he's unconscious, but he's still got the things orbiting him, so I'm not going to touch him. So, fuck, I don't know. I don't know. What are we doing, people? What do we got?
You're talking to two unconscious bodies.
Yeah, Lee, you're the only guy standing there in that hallway. Alright, Lisa, are you doing anything?
I don't know what to do. I don't know. Anybody in this room with us besides me, Hound, and Crazy?
No. Now your eyes are just in this hallway. There's no creatures here.
Is there doors on both ends?
There is a door to the south and a door to the west opposite the shelf.
But, okay, so I'm going to seal up this room and just wait on Hound to wake up. I'll just chill in this room
The hallway, you mean?
and watch them damn stones and see if they figure out
Oops.
to go off in orbit for me.
Yeah, like you guys are in a hallway. You're not in a room.
Well, I can't move home. I have a strength of 6. I can't move him physically. So,
Okay, yeah, you can wait. Crazy, I need a death save from you. Alright. That is one success. As the weight on your unconscious body gets heavier and heavier. Dealing 54 bludgeoning damage to your unconscious body. What is your maximum hit points?
Not that high.
22.
So, Lee, you see the gravitational weight on his body essentially explode his body and crush it down into a soupy mixture, like soupy pile of viscera and gore, utterly destroying him. After that, the orbs fly over to the shelf and begin orbiting above the shelf like when you first approached.
He was utterly destroyed?
Well, he was rendered into a consistency of chunky salsa.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, like they just kept raising the gravity on him until his body literally collapsed under it. Like the bones all shattered, his organs were compressed, the blood and guts just sprayed everywhere.
I wonder why that happened. What? Why?
Well, it looked like like the longer those are orbiting you, the more they increase gravity on you until that happens.
Okay then. Well, I guess. Wow.
So you're just gonna wait there in that hallway for Hode to wake up?
Yes, I am.
Okay. 4 hours pass. The only thing you hear is that rhythmic thumping through the ground that you've been feeling since you got here. So you do complete a short rest, if that helps at all. And then Hode, at the end of that 4 hours, you wake up with 1 hit point, prone on the ground, and a level of exhaustion.
Oh.
You notice there are no orbs orbiting you or orbiting Lee. There is a pile of gore to the south, in front of that alcove, where the orbs are currently orbiting above the shelf again.
I'm not a smart guy, but I'm pretty sure I can piece together what happened.
Well, considering
Yep.
that you felt the weight keep increasing on you to the point where it started to hurt. Yeah.
So, you don't happen to have a bucket on hand, do you? I'll take that as a no. I'm gonna look for a bucket.
Okay, you guys are standing in a hallway. You do not see any buckets.
Is there a bucket in that room to the north that had the 3 mushroom dudes in it?
You did not see one.
That's unfortunate. Alright, I'll keep an eye out for a bucket in our travels then. I don't fucking know. I need a nap. I'm gonna head to that room to the north, find a clean-ish spot, and just take a short rest. I'm gonna close the doors before I settle in for the hour.
Okay. Yeah, you just feel that rhythmic thumping. The hour passes, you complete a short rest. You are not assailed while you do so.
How close is that thumping to like the speed of a resting pulse? Like, is it faster,
Slower.
closer?
This feels more like something heavy with something very heavy gait, not a pulse.
Okay. So I got the short rest in.
Yes.
And that means I should probably roll these. Plus, what is my con? Wonderful. All right. We can check out that hallway to the east, or we can start opening doorways.
Sounds like a plan.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, hallway it is. I'm gonna head out that eastern door and look into that hallway.
Okay. So you're pulling out a torch?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you get to that hallway. You can see it goes about 30 feet to the east before curving to the south.
Alright, I will follow the hallway east and look south.
Okay. Looking south. Edge of your torchlight, you can see the hall continues going to the south, to the edge of the torchlight. About 5, 10, 15 feet south of you, you can see what appears to be a T intersection, with an option to go east at that point.
That goes north, south, east at that T intersection.
Yes.
Alright. I'll poke my head down the east end, see what's over there.
Alright, it's a door.
Is it the kind of crumbling doors that have been everywhere so far?
It is another sodden wooden door.
Is there any kind of broken spot I can look through?
There is a keyhole you could try to peer through.
I will do that.
Okay. Make a, let's call it a perception check.
25.
Okay, as you look into the room, you can see that the room is dimly illuminated, as if by candlelight, though you don't see any candles. You can see that the room appears to have a wall opposite the door, about 10 feet away, and you can make out what appears to be a painting of the moon. You can also tell that there is a wall to the north, and the room continues to the south.
Alright, I'll try and quietly open the door.
Make a stealth check.
13.
Okay. So you try to open this door silently. But you make some squeaky noises, like the hinge isn't quite oiled up right. And you hear some talking inside. What languages do you guys speak?
Common, Orin, Aarakocra, Thieves' Camp.
And Lee? Mister, what language do you speak?
Say again?
What languages does Lee Chin speak?
gnomish and elvish.
Ah. You hear that those people are in there are speaking Elvish. Specifically, you hear them say, when the door squeaks a bit open, says, "Oh, it looks like we have visitors. I wonder who it is."
What's his name?
I'm gonna warn what's his name that they knew we're coming.
Well, then, bit late to be backing out now, then. You're a people person, right? I'll just open the door, knock, and walk in.
Okay. So you walk into this gallery. Let me just get the map for you. Yeah, and you see three small hooded figures holding tiny candles in their hands, staring at these various paintings on the wall. All of them appear to be of the moon in various stages over several different landmarks, like geography, I should say, not landmarks. To the east, you can see the hints of what appears to be a silvery statue, though from your current location, you can't really get a good identification of it. One of the figures continues speaking in Elvish and says, "Oh, and who are you lot?"
Fingers? What?
You, don't happen to speak common, do you? I have no idea what you're saying.
They continue speaking in Elvish when you say that. Speaking to each other, it's like, looks like they only speak the dirt tongue. We should just kill them and be done with it.
Ooh.
Well, that's Lee would understand that. You don't understand what they're saying.
It seems to be a no for common.
Do they
Or
switch
they
to
just-
another language like gnome or?
No,
anything?
they're continuing to speak Elvish. You said you speak Elvish, so you would understand what they're saying.
So, so, what should I say? Should I tell them not to attack us? We don't want to fight.
I think I've been clawed, bitten, and stabbed enough for a day.
We're gonna ask. I'm gonna say in Elvish, hold friends. Can we see them? Are they?
Yeah, you see, they're small hooded figures. They had drawn knives, but they do pause when you say that.
Please, we have lost our friend to the stones. We need help.
You hear they speak in Elvish. Oh, it speaks. It speaks well. Well then, that is something interesting as well. Come to admire the portraits? of the moon. They are quite well done, I think.
Would you happen to have a bucket?
I believe we saw a bucket on the storage room to the south.
Because one of our friends needs a bucket because that's all that's left of him. It's goat.
Well, that is unfortunate. What happened to him that he's in need of a bucket?
Stones came off the shelf and crushed him.
Interesting. We were curious about how these humans had figured out how stuff like that worked, these mortals. I should say, not these humans, these mortals. They are, after all, an interesting child's toy.
Can you help our friend in the bucket?
They look down at their candles and says, "Yes, I think we could help your friend with that needs in need of a bucket. But in return, we want all of the light you have to give."
Say that again?
They said yes, they could help your friend with a bucket. But in return, they want all of the light you have to give.
What do you mean? All the light we have to give. A torch? Like a torch? Is that what you mean?
Yes. All of your torches, your candles, your light sources. All of them.
I mean, okay.
So, who they were also addressing, they were saying it in such a way that they were expecting the whole party, like both Hood and Lee, to give up their light sources. Do you guys got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with it.
I've got no idea what they're saying, but I'll hand over the torches if that's what Lee's doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So they take all of your torches. You just said torches, no lanterns, light, candles, or anything like that?
What do I have? I've got 5 candles, lantern.
They would demand all of it.
Yeah, I'll hand it over then.
Okay. She nods and says, "Very well." She pulls out a bucket. As promised. 1 bucket.
I'll take the bucket and
I was here. I mean, the hell.
What was that, mister?
What are we negotiating? I said, what are we negotiating with Jawas? I mean, shit, they took everything we had and they gave us a bucket.
They took all of your light sources and gave you a bucket. Yes.
Okay.
hey, you're the one who agreed to it.
I guess I'm gonna go scoop up all those crazy in the bucket.
All right, so you guys are leaving and going over to where Crazy's gore is.
Yeah, I'm now blind, so I can't exactly help. At least not very much.
Gnomes have dark vision, though.
And I have dark vision, so.
All right, yeah. So you take the bucket, you see the pile of gore that was Crazy. And you're scooping it into the bucket?
I'm trying to, yeah, without touching the stones.
Well, yeah, the stones flew off to the shelf after they crushed him.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you scoop up the gore into the bucket, which begins to glow when you do so. And it glows brighter and brighter and brighter.
I'm gonna take a few steps back just in case it does explode.
Lee, are you doing anything, or are you just going to continue holding this bucket as it glows brighter and brighter?
I set the bucket down and step away.
Okay, you guys step back. As the bucket erupts into a pillar of golden flame.
I don't think tomato paste is supposed to be flammable.
As
Is
the
it hot?
flames suddenly go out, and the bucket is no more. Instead, a naked minotaur lays unconscious on the ground.
I wish it was the first time seeing that. Actually, no, I wish I didn't have to see that. I'm going to...
Go ahead.
Wait, I can't see. I don't have to see that.
Exactly. Crazy, just so you know, you will regain consciousness naturally in 2 hours. You are at 0 hit points, but stable.
Okay.
Yay! I'm gonna go thank the little things in hoods for bringing our friend back.
To be clear, are you leaving your Minotaur friend there on the ground? Because he's looking on the other side of the complex from these guys.
Oh no, I'm gonna stay with him.
Okay.
Can Hood help me? Between the two of us, can we move him?
Yeah, you could drag him along.
Minutes, right? He's pretty big.
Yeah, but the two of you can manage.
Alright, so where are we taking him?
We can figure out we can go in the room with them things in the hoods, and then we'll be able to stay in. We'll be able to hide out in there for a minute. At least so everybody covered. They might let us do that.
I don't think that's a good idea. How about we take him back upstairs or into that room we cleared out and wait for him to wake up and hope he does. Yay, nay.
We can, I guess, yeah.
Alright, we'll take him to that, the room with the table and the 4 desk things.
Okay.
Close the doors, give him the rest of the day to wake up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. At the end of 2 more hours, which is essentially the end of the adventuring day for you guys, getting pretty tired in there, he would wake up with 1 hit point and a level of exhaustion.
For a puddle of roughly tomato-shaped goo, or tomato-colored goo, you, I assume, look pretty good, but I can't see shit. So, do you have any torches I can borrow?
He was naked. He has no equipment.
Ah,
I don't need torches. I can see in the dark.
I cannot.
Where's my shit?
Y'all can't see in the dark?
No. I don't know where your stuff is. Did you have anything personal and sentimental by chance?
I don't believe so.
That's good. Because the rest of the stuff we can probably replace eventually-ish. Well, I'm gonna take a nap. You two are free to do whatever you want. I'm going to try and clean off a spot on the floor, make like tip over one of those desks and just give me something between me and the doorway in case it does get opened by someone during the night.
Sure, you can do that.
Then I'm gonna make myself comfortable and get sleeping.
Okay. Are you guys setting a watch, or are you just all going to sleep for your long rest?
I'm just gonna go to sleep.
I'll take first watch. Ooh, actually, can I? There's a keyhole on these doors, right?
Not on these, no.
Hmm. Do these doors open in or out of the room?
They open into the room.
Is there somewhere I can wedge? What do I have? Is there somewhere I can wedge a pair of pythons into each door to keep it closed?
Yes.
I'll do that. I've got a hammer and a crowbar if I really need it.
Mm-hmm. Like, these are soft wooden doors with the frame also being wood. You could easily just pound like the python into like between the door and the drawer jamb, just to keep it shut friction wise, make it real hard to open.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you use your pythons and your hammer, and you wedge the door shut.
Alright, I'll take first watch.
Okay. Well, the 2 hours of your first watch pass uneventfully, in the dark.
Great. I'm going to just nudge Legion awake. Just keep an ear out for a couple hours and wake up the Minotaur.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my watch and then
Okay.
wake up the minute.
Your watch also passes uneventfully. You wake up the Minotaur. Does the Minotaur, keep watch then for the third watch? Crazy.
Yes.
So yeah, you get woken up for third watch. Nothing happens on it. So what are you guys doing about fourth watch?
Sleeping.
Okay. Morning comes. You guys have had a successful long rest. You notice, Hode, as you're waking up, that... Well, you don't notice because it's dark. Lee would notice, though, because he has dark vision. And you saw Hode, like by feel, kind of pound those batons into the doors to keep them shut. The doors are still shut, but the batons are missing.
I'll go over the doors, try and find the batons, not find them because they're not there anymore, and then check the rest of my stuff.
The rest of your stuff is fine. And as you're feeling over the doors, you do feel like the divots where you had pushed the baton in with the hammer. So you can tell that the batons, like, were there. The door and door frame are deformed in that section. But the batons are nowhere to be seen.
I'm gonna take another one out. Like, were these deformed in the way that a baton will still fit in and have like wedge the door, or was it like did the door bend around the baton and it won't fit anymore?
It's like the batons, like you can't just push it in there. They did not expand and the baton just fell out, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Like you can start to push the baton in, but the hole, because of the nature of wood, is soaked up some moisture and it's a little thicker than it was when you first pushed into it.
Yeah.
So you can't just freely put your baton in and out. But it is not so loose as to have just fallen out.
That's like the right shape for a baton to fit. Like,
yes,
it doesn't look like the door broke. All right. Well, that's weird. Fucking magic. Or somebody with thieves' tools on the other end of the door, maybe. Fuck. Well, I'm not missing anything, so I'm good to go.
All right. So what do you guys do?
I'm going to bumble my way south into that hallway.
Okay.
And I'll check out that western door. I have no means to find any traps, so I'm just going to try and quietly open it.
All right. Make a stealth check. All right. you quietly open the door to this lit room. Several low, sputtering torches are embedded on the wall, like in sconces, revealing a long rectangular table. Bowls and spoons kind of resting haphazardly on them, some flies buzzing about. A door to the south looks like it is open.
Hey, Minotaur, come here a second.
What you need?
I'm gonna hand Crazy my short sword and one of my daggers. You're gonna need these more than I do.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna go grab one of those torches out of the sconces.
Alright, you go and you grab the torch, pull it out of the sconce, and it immediately goes out.
I'm going to set it back in the sconce.
Okay, there's an unlit torch in that sconce. There is one other torch in the room. It's on the wall, sputtering.
Alright, I'm going to take the one that I already put out and try and light it with my tinderbox.
You don't have a tinderbox, you gave it to the guys. You gave all your light sources, including tinderboxes, to them.
Oh,
All means of making light.
okay. I'm gonna try and light it with the other torch then.
Okay. Yeah, you hold the torch up to the other torch, but it doesn't seem to be catching on fire.
Can I try to light one of my horns on fire?
Are you sure you want to do that? Of course, now that you guys are in a lit room, you can see that Crazy's eyes have taken on a like silvery countenance to them. They are not like the normal eyes you would expect of someone, or the eyes that he had before. Like they're like orbs of pale silver. Your eyes still work completely the way they did before, Crazy. There's no change there. But yeah, the other two guys can see your eyes have changed.
Well, that's a problem for later when we find somebody who knows magic. Then there was a open doorway to the south, right?
There is, and as you know, you're at the north end of the room near where the last burning torch is. You can see that door is open to what appears to be a dorm. You can see several beds, several more sputtering torches in that room. Give it a dim light.
Any like chests or anything that would be used to hold valuables?
There are foot lockers at the foot of the beds that you can see.
I'll poke through those, see if there's anything in there.
Okay, so you're walking into that southern room then.
Yeah.
All right, so this room is 20 feet wide and 40 feet long. Geez, I can't count. Sorry, 20 feet wide, 25 feet long. There is a closed wooden door to the southwest. There's also a closed wooden door to the northeast. On the east wall, there is a closed iron door with two skeletons pressed up against it like they had been closing this door. This door is barred from this side. There are 9 beds, each with a footlocker, spaced throughout the room, and 4 sputtering torches on the wall, bringing the room into dim light.
Is there any armor in these footlockers?
One second, let me get you the map, and then we can start going through the footlocker stuff. Right. Yeah, they're dead skeletons. They're not moving. All right, and then you guys are going to start going through the footlockers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you approach the first footlocker, and you open it. Inside, you see a set of clothes, a dagger, and a helmet. The helmet appears to be broken, like there's a hole in the top of it where someone stuck an axe. Are you going to open all 9 of them?
Yes.
All right.
If they're just mundane stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So let me just quickly type up what you find inside all of them put together. All right. So after going through all 9 of them, it takes you guys about a half hour just to get through all of them. Some of them are harder to open than others. This is a total of what you find that is useful.
You're probably gonna want that armor. It's a bit heavy for my taste.
I will take the armor and the scimitar.
Okay.
You're probably gonna want that crossbow too. I've already got a bow that I prefer over the crossbow.
Okay, I'll just take it all. I'll take the armor and all the weapons.
Okay.
I'll start gathering the coins while he's doing that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you guys are standing in these dormitories. 2 skeletons that look like the flesh had been burned from their bodies look to have been holding that iron door to the east shut, having barred it. Looks like it opens into this room. Closed wooden door to the southwest and the northeast, though you know where that one goes.
Mm-hmm. Well, those skeletons presumably are old. Do they look like... I'm gonna go look at those skeletons. Do they look like they were killed a long time ago, or were they just killed in a way that there is nothing but bones left?
Make a medicine check.
Medicine. Five. These skeletons are made out of skeleton.
They are, in fact, made out of skeleton. They also are quite dead.
Alright, I say we check out that west door.
All right. West door it is.
All right, yeah, it's a closed wooden door.
I'll check for traps.
Sure. Make an investigation check. You don't see any traps on the door.
I'll try and quietly open it.
Stealth check. Alright, the door opens silently, revealing a 5-foot wide, 15-foot deep room. The dim light of the sputtering torches in the dormitory spilling out into this room, also casting it in a dim light despite there being no torches in that room. On the northern wall, deep into the room on the west side, you see 3 privies set into the ground, the holes on the wooden seats.
Ah. We found their poop deck. There's no other doors to this room.
Correct. You literally found their privies.
Skeleton door it is then? Question mark. Skeleton door it is. I will gently set aside these skeletons.
Okay. Yeah, the skeletons clack a bit as you do so, but they don't offer any resistance. They are, in fact, inanimate skeletons.
Yeah, mostly just not being a dick to the dead people.
Uh-huh.
Fucking magic holds a grudge. Shit's weird. And then I will... the door was barred, right?
It is barred on this side.
I will unbar the door and try and quietly open it.
Alright, make a stealth check to quietly open the door. Okay.
One thing I can roll good on. That investigation to find traps for doors that don't have any.
Okay. So the door opens silently to reveal a large chamber beyond. 5 pillars are set into the 5 corners of this room. In the center, a large magic circle is inscribed inside of a larger summoning pentagon. Spluttering torches illuminate the room, which seems to have taken on a silvery hue in the presence of a halberd-wielding figure standing at the very center of the room. Several humanoid skeletons are strewn about the area outside the pentagon. Tattered blue robes cover some of them. Let me get you the updated map. And also the picture of the guy. Stand by. So here's what the room looks like.
Classical cultist bullshit.
And this is the dude standing at the very center. And as you can see him kind of pacing around inside that circle that's inscribed inside the Pentagon. And it's his footfalls that seem to be sending that pulse through the ground.
Does this look like some kind of elder fae or something that I would be able to recognize?
Make an Arcana check.
Ah, yes. Master Magister right here.
You think that it's not like a super high level fae, but this is this is not some minor fae like you were fighting in the city and up till now. This is something a bit more powerful than those.
Not apocalyptic, but out of our depth sort of thing. Probably.
You think you could probably take it. You might lose 2 or 3 of you guys doing it, but you could probably take him in the end.
We'll lose 2 or 3 out of our 2 or 3 guys.
Your party is quantity 5. Just 2 people aren't here, so they're not participating, which makes this fight a rather more difficult than you might want to take on, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just going to quietly close the door and bar it again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then head into that hallway to the north and go around.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go northeast, and then south past the other side of this room. Past the 3 people with the candles.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't open up the doors to the gallery. You said go to the very south.
And I'd like to see what's to the south of that.
Right, so it's the other side of the iron door that was on the far side of that Pentagon room. Also to the east is a closed wooden door, similar to all the rotten ones you've found so far. On the wall is a faded, ripped tapestry, also showing the moon.
I'm gonna listen for any movement on the other side of that wooden door. Walk over, press my ear up to it.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm assuming this is all in darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, you were led over here by your friends, I presume.
Or a bit of bumbling with a bit of caution.
Sure.
Mostly bumbling.
Yeah, you listen, you don't hear anything.
Alright, I'll try and quietly open the door.
Stealth check.
$19.
Alright. The door makes a little tiny bit, a whisper of a noise as you open it. And what your dark vision wielding companion can see is a 10 by 10 storage room with a couple with what looks to be 4 barrels and some broken crates. The broken crates look to have contained various cooking implements like flour and things like that, though they've been spilled out.
Is that it in this room?
That is all you see. Well, that's all Lee sees anyway. You don't see anything because it's dark. Let's see.
Well.
4 barrels, a broken crate of flour, and a closed crate.
Well, I don't like our chances going up against that guy. Even if we have everybody, we're going to be taking losses more likely than not. But there's also a chance he's not going to be fighting at full strength in that summoning circle. I assume that's what the circle's for. Or he can be fighting at more than normal strength. If we fight, we'll find out one way or another. Any input from you two? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
What if he can't leave the circle?
If we can't beat him, then we run and hope he doesn't chase us until we die.
Well, I mean,
Which is,
we got nothing else to do. That's the only option we have.
we could always just
I mean,
go home.
rest up and and ready to go. So
We
Yeah.
could go home.
yeah, we could go home. That's true too. I mean,
I'll fight if you two want, but like I said, I don't think our chances are great.
I mean, I'd be okay with stabbing him a few times and then leaving.
So that's one for a fight.
okay, let's do this.
That's two for a fight. Alright,
I'm down. Oh,
I'll try and quietly open that iron door, I assume toward west, mirroring the barred one in the other room.
Sure. Make a stealth check to quietly open the door. Yeah, it quietly opens, revealing the pentagonal room you saw before.
Is there any light in this room?
Yes. On
Okay.
each of the 5 pillars, there are some spluttering torches, which have illuminated the room, though the presence of this figure has caused that light to take on a silvery hue.
That's weird. One of you two go fight it. I'll be back here supporting. And I'm going to knock an arrow and get ready to shoot this guy once one of these two gets in melee with it.
How far away is it?
You would be having to charge, if you were going to run right up to him, in the center of that circle, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to get to him.
No. Okay. I would like to charge it, and yeah, I want to charge him with my horns.
Alright, then I think at this point we are rolling initiative.
woohoo!
Alright, so Lee, yeah, you see Crazy starting to charge out into this room. You're at the doorway. What do you do?
Distance to the monsters.
Monster is 25 feet away from you. That would be running right into the center of the room, into the middle of the magic circle and the summoning pentagon.
Huh. I don't know if I want to do that. Can I dagger at him from a distance?
Yeah, you can throw a dagger at him. Roll to hit then. Yeah, it's like right as you're throwing that, Lee, he like spins on his heel and looks right at you. The dagger going wide.
Shit.
More
As a
mortals.
bonus action, I'm going to. As a bonus action, I'm going to. Don't have another dagger. I'm just gonna take the dodge, I guess.
Okay.
As a monk.
All right, sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So, yeah, you throw your dagger. He spins and looks at you, and he simply says, "Free me or die." Crazy? What are you? You're still charging?
I am still charging.
All right. Well, you run. Cross the summoning pentagon into that magic circle, and you can run right up into melee with him if you want. Go ahead and make your attacks for your charge. A 20 hits. All right, yeah, you gore him for 7. That hurts him. Anything else?
I would like to try to push him out of the circle.
Okay. You used your attack with the charge. Unless it's like, is that your action to do that then? That attack? I can't remember. I thought maybe Minotaurs it's something different.
So, as a Minotaur, I have Hammering Horns, which I'm not sure what that does exactly.
Let's see here. Immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack, as part of the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to shove the creature with your horns. No more than one size larger than you, within 5 feet of you, and unless it succeeds on a strength saving throw against a DC equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier, you push him 10 feet away from you. Yeah, so you can absolutely do that as your bonus action. So he needs...
I would like to do that.
Yeah, because he is only a medium creature, and he has to make, I just said it and I forgot, a strength saving throw. Alright, and what is your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is a +5.
+5, so he fails by 1.
No, it's a +3. Sorry about that.
+3. Alright, so he succeeds and is not pushed.
But it's plus proficiency modifier 2, right?
Yeah, 8 plus your proficiency bonus of 2 plus your strength modifier of 3 would be 13.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yep, so he passes and is not pushed away.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be all.
Yep, he smiles down at you and says, "Why, thanks." Hode?
I don't have a better plan, so I'm going to shoot him.
Roll to hit.
I think we screwed up. That's just my opinion.
Probably.
That hits him.
$11 non-magic piercing damage.
Alright, he takes it.
And then there's pillars in this room, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see that right. I'm going to go behind one of those and hide.
Alright, you get to the closest one, you can try to take the hide action. Or bonus action. Go ahead and roll your stealth check.
13.
Yeah, so you get up to the pillars, and Crazy looks behind him. He sees like this halo of feathers poking out from the sides of the pillar.
There's only so many places I can hide, and none of them are good here.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
All right. So this Crazy figure's gonna look down at you, Crazy. He's gonna be like, "And as thanks for freeing me from this cursed circle, you get to die first." And he's going to use his halberd to attack you twice. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
All right. So there are two parts to this. First, you take 14 slashing damage and 5 radiant damage. He is then, as a bonus action, going to summon a beam of pale light shot through with undulating waves of shadow. And he's going to center that 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder on Lee. And I need... that's only if when you start your turn there. Alright. So, Mister, are you here?
Yes.
All right.
I am very much here.
At the start of your turn, you are inside of this beam of pale light with shadows undulating in it. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. That does not succeed. You take 15 points of necrotic damage. It is your turn, by the way.
Can I get out of this light?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius cylinder that you're standing in. You just got to move like 15 feet in any direction.
Okay. How far to the Bane bad guy? So, in for a penny, fuck it.
Alright, the bad guy is 10 feet away from... 15 feet away from you.
Go. Is he outside of the light circle?
He is outside of that light circle he just summoned, yes.
Then I'm gonna go hit him.
Alright, you run up to him. As you run up, someone says, "Well, you are certainly showing more spirit than these chaps did." And you hit him twice.
I'm dead. I know this.
But sugar, we're going down swinging.
I'm down to 1 hit point. I hit him 12.
Alright.
Down to 1 hit point. Yet.
He takes it. Anything else?
Oh, that's it. That's all I can do.
Crazy. Your turn.
I'm in melee with him.
You are.
I would like to attack him.
Okay. Roll to hit. I'm afraid not.
Okay. Then
Anything else?
As a bonus action, can I try to push him away with my horns again?
You need to hit him to do that. It's immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack. You missed.
Ah, okay. That'll be it then.
Okay. Hode?
If the DM is a knot that has been frayed and is therefore incapable of finishing the fight, I win, correct?
I'm sorry, what?
You said you're afraid knot. K-N-O-T knot?
Yeah, I got it. It just wasn't
It's a bad joke.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Not your best work.
I still don't have a better decision made, so I'm just going to shoot him.
Alright, shoot him.
I'm going to assume the 13 stealth didn't help.
It did not.
Should be plus 6. 14? Miss, probably.
That's a miss.
I'm going to back up into the hallway and stealth there.
Okay. You can do that. Make a stealth check.
Wow. This fight is not going to go well. It's not going to go for long either. That's going to be my turn.
Okay. His turn. Well, you backed up into the hallway. So as a bonus action, he is going to move that beam to be like right at the door so that you can't even, get in anymore without taking damage, Hode.
That's fine.
He is then going to strike crazy with his halberd a couple of times. I'm assuming that's one hit.
Yep.
Alright, he hits you for a total of 16 slashing and radiant damage.
And I am unconscious.
Okay. But that's all you can do, Lee.
Yes, I'm gonna try to attack it.
Go ahead. The dice are just not going your way tonight. No, neither of those hit. Anything else, Lee?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Crazy, death save. Alright, that's one success. Hode.
Can I go around the... I'm assuming this is a moonbeam.
It is a moonbeam. It is filling the doorway.
Can I just go, look through the doorway from the hallway and see him?
You can see him. He is a valid target. If you do that, he would have the effect of cover, though, because he's partially blocked by the pillar.
It's better than nothing.
Okay. That hits him regardless of cover.
Ah, perfect.
Nice shot.
There's a friendly in melee, right?
There is. There is, in fact, a conscious friendly in melee with him.
13 damage, and if he has to make a concentration saving throw, he does it at disadvantage.
Okay, he does.
Which is good, because he's still aiming for a 10.
The moonbeam goes out.
Alright, I'm gonna take cover next to the doorway again.
Okay.
And bonus action, try to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's not going to help much. But hopefully I've pissed him off enough that he breaks contact and chases me. Probably not.
All right.
I also don't actually want that, as a character, but for the party, that's probably the best option.
All right, his turn. Let's see. That boop shadow beam does not recharge. Let's see. Lee is still up, so he's going to smack Lee with a halberd.
No! Oh my god, yes.
14 points of slashing and radiant damage.
Oh, dead.
Dead, or just unconscious?
Just a conch.
Okay.
I never hit me for my whole hit point.
Right. I was hoping your max wasn't 13.
No, it's 19. So.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. That's it for his turn. Lee, death save.
Death save?
Death save. You are unconscious. He's not finishing you off. He's doing something else. That is a failure. Crazy. Death save. That is a second success. Hode.
I'm gonna poke my head into the doorway.
You do not see him. You see your two unconscious compatriots.
Can I see any trace of where he went?
Make a perception check.
23.
You can see in the mud and the muck of that room that it looks like he walked north, which would put him out of sight beyond the corner and the pillar. You'd have to enter the room a little bit to, you'd have to basically go up to that pillar to get like the next best line of sight on him.
He's going out the door?
You
Or
can't
just
see
toward-
the door, so you don't know. You know he went north from your current position. You can see footprints going north.
Alright, I'm gonna stick on the south end of that eastern pillar
Okay.
and see if I can get a better picture from there.
Yeah, you can. He is at the north point of the Pentagon summoning circle and appears to be in the middle of casting something. That takes multiple. That isn't a fast cast.
Did that perception check take my action?
No.
Fuck, it is like the one thing I'm good at right now. I'm gonna shoot him.
Roll to hit. You have advantage because of your stealth roll.
Expertise in pissing off mages. Let's fucking go. Wow. That's
he-
bad.
Yeah, he appears to take no notice of your shot as it goes wide.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and stealth again around this pillar.
All right, make a stealth check. You think you did a better job this time? That's for sure.
Yes, the secret to stealth. Stay exactly where I shot the guy from.
All right, his turn. He continues chanting. You notice that the pentagon, that inscribed pentagon on the floor, is beginning to glow with a soft, silvery radiance. Lee, death save, please. Oh, I would also like to point out, Hode, you can see that Lee and Crazy are unconscious at the center of the circle.
On the list of things that are going well, this is not going well.
All right, that's another failure. Crazy, death save. Crazy, are you here?
Yes.
Death save. It is your turn.
Damn it!
I believe that's the third success for you, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right. Use stabilize. Roll a d4. You will wake up with 1 hit point in 4 hours. All right. Hode.
Expertise in pissing off mages. Let's go.
Yep.
Uh,
You have advantage.
Hey,
That's a crit.
I'm really good at pissing off mages.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
19.
Oh boy. That bloodies him.
If he makes concentration for whatever he's trying to do, I think it would be a disadvantage.
It is, yes. It is considered a concentration save, so he must make it a disadvantage. The soft glowing radiance of that pentagon goes out as he fumbles the spell. His turn. He is going to take a step. Sorry, Hode. I'm sorry. I cut you off. It's still your turn. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
We're gonna go back into that hallway and try and hide now that I've really pissed him off.
Uh-huh. Make a stealth check. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's what I expected. That's my turn.
Okay. Okay. You hear some movement, but you don't see anything because you're in the hallway. Lee, death save. Success. Crazy is stable. Hode.
With 16 passive perception, would I be able to tell if the movement was going towards or away from me, or is it too muffled for that?
Unclear. You too muffled.
Alright, I will peek through the doorway then.
Alright, as you poke your head out, he tries to cut it off with his prepared action. He was right on the other side of the door.
$25 hits.
Dealing 19 points of slashing and radiant.
That's a little bit more than I had.
Okay. So you're unconscious.
Yep, lights out.
Okay. So that would automatically end your turn. His turn. Alright. Alright, Lee, death save. 2 successes. And 2 failures now, Lee. Hode, death save. Failure. Alright, Lee. This is the one for all the marbles. Roll your death save. So you wake up, Lee, with 1 hit point and a level of exhaustion. It is the beginning of your turn. You are standing in the middle of that circle. The pentagon around the outside of the circle is glowing with a soft silvery radiance. You can see Hode unconscious next to Crazy, all 3 of you in the center of the circle. He is standing at the north point, his halberd in hand, chanting in some type of magic. What do you do?
Okay. I want to run over and hit him.
Alright. You get up and you run over to him and you can attack him. He's only like 12 feet away. Roll to hit. One hit. Alright. You can see that he is bloodied and pretty badly hurt, though. Still got a ways to go. And he has to make a concentration save.
Me?
No, he has to make a concentration save because he was trying to cast a spell that takes multiple rounds to cast, and he keeps getting interrupted by some fucks hitting him. As the spell fizzles out again.
Expertise in pissing off mages. Let's go.
That's right. I got it too.
Alright. Anything else, Lee?
Oh, that's it.
Hode, death save. 2 failures, right?
With the amount of ones I've rolled, I'm owed a 20 at some point here.
I mean, Lee certainly was. His turn.
Hey, I rolled 2 fails, 2 successes, and then a 20.
Yeah. Well, Lee, he's going to smack you with his halberd.
Oh my god!
For 17 points of slashing and radiant.
Oh my god! Okay, I'm down. I'm unconscious again.
Yeah, he didn't insta-pop you, though, so that's good. Alright, and that ends his turn. So, Lee, death save. But you're starting over, so you're at 0-0. Come on, roll another 20. It's a success. Hode, try to avoid failure. Failure would be bad.
I make no promises.
That's success. It's a minimum success, but it's a success.
That seems to be the trend today.
Okay, Lee. Death save for Lee. And we're back to failure. Hode.
Hey, that's more of a success.
Yep. So I believe you're at 2 and 2.
Yep.
All right, Lee. It's a second success for you, Lee. Hode. This is the last one. Yep. And Lee. Jesus H fucking Christ.
Apparently I'm just the one eating all the bad luck.
Alright, Lee. You wake up at the beginning of your turn with 1 hit point. He is once again at the North Point, chanting away, the pentagon glowing with a silvery radiance.
We'll hit him again?
Alright, as you run up to him with your another level of exhaustion, roll to hit.
Son of a bitch, this again?
One hit. Alright, yeah, he's starting to look pretty rough.
He needs another Constitution save.
He does need to make another Constitution save. God damn it! spell fizzles
I don't need to survive, I just need to piss off the enemy.
as he smacks Lee with his halberd.
Double nat
Assuming Lee, you don't have anything else you're doing on your turn.
No.
Ooh, he's
one.
really
That might be
pissed at
lights
you.
out.
Oh yeah, no, I'm probably dead. Totally dead.
There's a chance you survive.
17 points of slashing and radiant.
I'm back unconscious again.
Alright.
Just bounce back with an immediate nat 20.
Lee, it is your turn for a death save then. Alright, you wake up with 1 hit point and another level of exhaustion. How many are you at? How many are you
It should
at?
be 3.
3? Alright, you're at disadvantage.
It's just one of those fucking boxing dummies. You punch it down, it just bounces right back up.
That misses.
Those miss, yes. He has to use his action to keep chanting the spell, so he's going to do that. Lee, it's your turn.
As a reaction, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay. Hit him. Use your reaction.
Mage Slayer.
Yep. This counts. This counts. He's casting a spell. It just takes multiple rounds.
We had 2 Mage Slayers.
I missed him.
You missed him on your reaction, but it is now your turn. No hits. He continues chanting on. Yeah, he continues chanting on his turn.
I'm hitting in my reaction.
Do it.
I'm reacting.
That's a miss. And then it's your turn.
My guy just swinging in air.
Yeah, you're with the guy from South Park. I didn't hear no bell. One hit.
Now, if history's anything to go by, that's going to break his concentration if it doesn't kill him.
Alright, this guy's starting to...
Advantage, so.
Yeah, this guy is looking to be near death. And the spell fizzles.
He's gotta be pissed.
That's probably bad right now, though.
Yeah, he's going to smack you with his halberd.
That kills me outright.
Really? You only had 18 hit points? Or 18 max?
17.
I have 19 max.
Okay.
No,
You're-
then you
But you have 1 hit point, so you're at negative 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then.
You're still alive, but unconscious.
nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Make a death save, Lee. Okay. He just continues chanting, so let's make another death save. Keep going. That is 3 successes. You stabilize. Roll a d4. You'll wake up in 3 hours.
He's one we've done.
So the 3 hours pass. Lee, you wake up with 1 hit point and another level of exhaustion. To find you and the party, the rest of them either dead or unconscious around you, in a dark wooded grove of trees. You can see a full moon above you, and almost like reflecting the moonlight, this silvery thread, through the grass, forming a pentagon, or that summoning pentagon. You just hear the chirping of crickets and some of the movement of insects in the trees. You can tell, looking at this, that this is not the forest that was around the tower. This is something different.
Well, shit.
And I think that is where we will call it for the evening.
How close were we to killing him?
He had 7 hit points left.